Today we're going to hike the Ouachita Trail Part 2. Today's Sunday, so it's probably going to be about a 3-4 day trip. We'll definitely cross into Arkansas. Anyways, just pulled in. It's, let's see, what time is it? 8:37. And it's a beautiful day out here today, sun shining. Drove through a bunch of fog to get here. Oh my gosh. It was real thick soup, kind of off and on the whole trip here. We had a big storm yesterday and a couple other last week, and it was perfect pothole weather. when you're driving 35-40 miles an hour on a 65-mile-an-hour freeway, and you can see 4 feet ahead of you, it's easy to hit those potholes. I'll probably go back later on and grab my transmission. I lost it about 100 miles down the road. Just kidding. So anyways, we're gonna get the pack loaded here and take off. I should have lots of water, so I'm not even carrying any water right now. Get some water about a mile up the trail. Like I said, with all the rain, it shouldn't be an issue. So today, I'm at the Big Cedar Trailhead, which is right where the dotted line crosses the yellow line. We got pretty easy all the way up to right here. You can see right here is where we climb a pretty steep mountain. Come up north and then come downhill up. This is all the Kiamichi River Wilderness, and there's the state line of Arkansas. Then we'll follow Highway 1. So my last trip out here, I kept my feet dry the whole time. It's been raining all week around here, as well as in Tulsa. And anyways, we're 50 yards into the trail. We've already got a creek crossing. So it's one of those things where I just dip my feet in right now because I know my feet aren't going to stay dry today. Or do I try to dance across the rocks and slip and break my neck? I'm going to go with the dance in the rocks and slip and break my neck. First 200-300 yards I got lost. So we've been on this little trail, and this is the correct path. And here's what I did the first time, is it just keeps coming. The road just keeps going straight. So of course I didn't pay any attention to this little stick. I guess now that I look at it, it's an arrow. So what I did, here's my point of view, is I just kept going straight. I didn't see the little makeshift wooden arrow, and if I would have looked to the left, I would have seen the blue blazes. So anyways, there goes another half hour or so. So I guess this is the pond. I saw this in the little trail guidebook by Tim Ernst. Pretty cool. I guess this usually has water in it, I guess, since they call it a pond. Actually, it might be pretty deep. Well, sitting at a nice little picnic table, and it's time for lunch. We're gonna have some street tacos. This is an idea I stole from Bob Doucette. Little flour street tacos. Got a little hard salami, pepperoni, Some little cheese. All right, you know how they say you should practice setting up your tent in the backyard before you come out in the wilds and do it? Well, they were right. This is a pretty sad setup. But I think it'll get me through the night. I don't think it's gonna fall over. And if it does, I'll just have a long night. It's supposed to kind of sag. You're supposed to have a nice even U across the top. And this side actually doesn't look that bad. But this side is a sorry piece of affairs. Anyways, I'm not gonna do much on this. I'll wait till I learn it, and then I'll kind of give you guys a review. Camp is broken down. I don't remember the name of this site where I camped at last night, but it is one of the designated campsites. You can see there's just water all over the place here. Big old sun glare, but so anyways, this little puddle is where I filtered my water last night. It's actually pretty clean, clear water. It's flowing down the trail just like a little miniature stream. So where I am is 4.9 miles past the Pashubi trailhead, heading east. Highway 259 is where I started. These mileages are wrong. They've rerouted the trail. I'm actually almost 10 miles in, so really not a very good start to yesterday. I started late and I made a wrong turn right away, which you probably saw in the video. State Line Shelter 7.2. I think Queen Wilhelmina is 10 miles down the road, and that's like a kind of resort lodge, so I will definitely eat dinner there, but I'll probably go past. I'm going to try to get in 13 or so miles. We'll see. Like I say, I really don't care. I've got all the time in the world, no big goals, but anyways, there's where the trail goes. I'm going to throw my backpack on, drink some of my water, some of my water, and we'll be off. Anyways, had a great sleep last night. The tent tent did great, but it was really ugly. It wouldn't have done so well if it was raining or super windy. So I'm definitely gonna have to learn how to set that up better. I had to take the little cups off my trekking poles because I just couldn't get my poles to stick in the dirt far enough. Anyways, we are off into the wild. Okay, so it's morning. I've got the camp packed up. Once again, I brought way too much food. Probably bought almost twice as much at Walmart last night as what I needed. So anyways, that bag's a lot of weight. And you know, once you're out here, there's not, you know, garbage cans, or this time of year, there's not very many people around that you can offload it. So you're pretty much stuck with it, except for one thing you can do. And so let me show you what I did. I'm leaving some trail magic for someone that comes behind me or comes the opposite direction. You can see I wrote on there, free, enjoy, trail magic. So in here, I've got some Spam, which I wrote, roast it on a stick, yum. That Spam was really heavy, but someone really may enjoy that. So I don't feel like you just throw out your crap stuff. You know, if you're gonna do this, I think you should leave them something halfway decent. So these little Starbucks instant coffee packets are really popular. I put some cheese in there. I put some Nutella. I've got some top ramen. So I'd say half of the stuff is stuff that I really didn't want. I knew I wasn't gonna eat, but I would eat that Nutella. I would probably drink that coffee. So, you know, I'm sacrificing a little bit, as well as getting rid of some weight. So what we'll do is I set up this little rock. This is the trail right here. So I set up this little rock. I've got a stick there. kind of just wedge it in there. This bag is sealed, so it's not going to get wet. It's propped up good enough that it shouldn't blow away, and hopefully someone will enjoy it. All right, so right off the bat, we had about 6 stream crossings. I was able to cross them all without getting my feet wet. Of course, it meant going downstream a little bit and hopping over rocks. Probably lost about 5 or 6 minutes doing that, but my feet are still dry. Anyways, I think that was, I'm hoping that was the last stream crossing. But anyways, I found something right past all the streams, and I'll show you that. This is someone's sock. So I know what happened probably. They changed socks and they strapped their wet sock to the back of their pack and it fell off. So I've actually even got some wet socks from yesterday strapped to my pack, but there's no earthly way they're coming off. I guarantee you that. So anyways, I guess I got to pick this up, and I'll probably just tie it real tight to the back of my pack and carry it out. Leave no trace. You know, I've done enough trail runs to know this, but still you do it every time. I crossed 6 streams without getting my feet wet. Pretty happy. And now the trail is here. And as you can see, it's just easier to walk through it, because if not, you're gonna have to walk through all these brambles and bushwhack alongside of the trail. So anyways, with all the rains we've had, that's what we get. So looks like it dries up a little bit up here, but word to the wise, if you've got a lot of water and you know there's gonna be a lot of water, just get your feet wet from the beginning. This is probably the fastest current I'm gonna cross. So just kind of pick my spot. And I know sometimes these can be deceiving. So I think I find a spot where I see some white water, because at least the water is being broken up there. And my thoughts is it's not as powerful when it's going over the rocks. So I see a blaze on, I think, that tree right there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. So I'd really love to film this, but you got to keep in mind, for me to film it, I either got to leave the camera on this side, film it, cross, come back, retrieve the camera, and film it again. And this is just a little swift for me to want to go through it 3 times. So anyways, I'll let you know if I survive. All right, I survived. It is a little bit scary. You can definitely feel that pressure. You put your poles in the water and the water just takes the tip of your pole downstream, and to a lesser degree your leg. You know, in the shallow parts it's not bad, but once you dip your foot, you know, down knee level, you can definitely feel that power. I've got to climb Rich Mountain now. It's 1,146 feet, 1,146 feet. I've only made it 350 and I need a break. So I'm hoping this might capture a little bit of this steepness. I'll be glad when this is done. Sweating bullets. I almost want to hike naked, but I won't do that, I promise you. Woo! Yeah, I could get used to this hiking stuff.